Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I wish that all of you are very well today. And then, okay, yeah. Thank you very much, yeah, for joining this class. Yeah, this class is on Saturday, yeah. This is a weekend, but yeah, I think that it is no problem that because we do online class. Uh, Except we have offline class. I think on Saturday will be off. Yeah, there is no class for Saturday, but uh, to online class, I think doesn't matter. Okay, the first time Bosni would like to explain about the our subject study about the oral language laboratory here. Yeah. Uh, what should we do? Yeah, from this class. Students, all the students, you are going to take a part, and then you are going to be active students that yeah refer to the subject study about the oral presentation. It means that all students must do a task, yeah, to do a presentation, yeah, to do a presentation of your topic of or your subject discussion here. Okay, before that, Pausni will explain, yeah, simply and briefly about our subject study. What are we going to do, yeah, for the next meeting? Okay, right now, Pausni will show the slide. Yeah, I hope that you can see and then pay attention about my uh, explanation here. Okay, pause the start to do a presentation. Yeah, to share the slide here. Okay, can you see the slide? Okay, yeah, wait a minute. It's still
Yes.
loading. Well, yeah. Okay, pause will start right now. Okay, wait a minute. It's still loading. Okay, yeah, this is our subject study. It's about the oral presentations too. What are we going to do for this semester? All students, you have to make your own presentation, specifically about the oral presentations. What are you going to explain? Of course, there are three subjects study or program that student must do. The first about the topic is about tourism area, and then the second one it's about journalism area, and then the last one is about the teaching area. So there are three topic discussion. Okay, this is the instructions, the aims of oral presentations. The first that, yeah, the aim of student oral presentation is to get the attention of your listener, introduce your interesting topic, and give a brief outline of what you will cover and the purpose of your presentations. You can start with a question, a joke, a photo, or a comment. The opening of presentation can be as follow. So, yeah, about the aims or the purposes of this presentation, it means that you are going to do a talks. Yeah, it means that by personally you will explain about, like for example, if you want to promote about the tourism area, like for example, in your hometown there is a, an interesting tourist resorts, tourist place instead, and then you try to make a presentation and you try to make a promote, you try to make sure of the listener so they are interesting with the object that you have explained. Okay. This is the, what is it, the opening, yeah, the opening to do the oral presentation. Okay, take for example, good morning and welcome. Let me introduce myself. Yeah, this is as a greeting the first time that you are going to do a talk or presentation. Okay, this is there are many phrases. Yeah, today I'm going to talk about blah blah blah. This morning I'd like to explain blah blah blah. The purpose of my presentation today is to blah blah blah. Okay, this is a kind of sentences that the first time you are going to do a presentation, to do a promote, like for example you are interesting in promoting of tourism area in your hometown or on in your hometown or village, or if you like about journalism. Okay, you try to explain, yeah, about the what is it, the sports or news that uh, to become what is it, popular today. Okay, like for example, uh, you want to explain about the music, yeah, Korean music or K-pop, and then like was it like a reporter that you try to make a report about the uh, music, yeah, Korean music, something like that. If you are interested in teaching, yeah, you can explain about the teaching, yeah, teaching method or the teaching learning process, like for example in elementary school or junior high school or uh, senior high school, or you give the report about teaching, like for example, yeah, today, yeah, in pandemic area there is no final test for the school, yeah, of elementary, senior, and junior high school. Yeah, and then you can explain about the information, something like that. Right. This is what is it? The opening. Okay, and then there are some specific explanation about your content of presentation, content of your report, oral reporting here. Okay, the first, like for example, starting the presentation, you have to use the formal sentence, formal phrase, something like this. Yeah, let's start by looking at, okay, take for example, if you have a photo or map or picture that interesting to be discussed, and then uh, it is nice and it is interesting to explain at the first time. Okay, let's start by looking at blah 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 blah. I'd like to start by blah 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 blah, something like that. Yeah. Okay, this is the content of your presentation. This is starting the presentation. Okay, the next. Okay. After you have introduced, yeah, yourself, and then introduce the topic that you are going to explain, and then the next step, try to explain of your content of presentation, oral presentation. Okay, this is the object you want to explain. Introducing a new point, like for example, the next point is that about the journalism. Why I like the journalism? Yeah, because I want to be a journalist. So this is the popular, yeah, popular information, popular news today. It is about blah 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 blah, something like that. Yeah, there are many kind of sentences or phrase, yeah, to explain of your object, yeah, object area. It means that about teaching, journalism, or was it teaching, journalism, or tourism. Okay, after that, after giving the specific information about the object that you are going to explain, of course, yeah, we have to close the explanation, yeah, close the presentation. And then as usual, that yeah, you try to make the conclusion, yeah, to sum up your information. Okay, take for example, okay, to sum up blah blah blah, in conclusion blah blah blah, blah, something like that. Okay, this is I think the simple and briefly opening about how to make your own oral report. So in this lab, it means that you try to improve your speaking ability. Yeah, you are going to promote, yeah, three subjects study, because in the last semester or seventh semester you are going to choose one of the programs, yeah, from the three programs: teaching, journalism, and tourism. Okay, I think that you try to practice, yeah, to improve your speaking in this lab. And then the procedure of doing this task, uh, every meeting perhaps there are two or three students that will be a presenter. You can make your PPT or slide as good as possible. Yeah, the best one that you are going to explain, you are going to uh, speak. Okay, yeah, I think this is our uh, subjects area, yeah, to do in this English language laboratory. uh, yeah, this class, yeah, you must speak up, don't be shy, don't be shame, right? This is a area that you improve your speaking ability. Yeah, it is different in class. Sometimes Pak Usni, yeah, uh, explain in Indonesian and English. Why? Because about the subject study, like phonology, yeah, I have to speak in Indonesian and English. If I speak in English, all of the subject study, I think the student will confuse. But yeah, this is the right place, yeah, for you to improve your speaking ability. Okay, that's the point about our, yeah, subject study specifically for uh, oral reporting here. This subject study, it is connected with a class that you have taken about the oral presentation in class, perhaps with Mrs. I don't know, from someone who from Poland, yeah. And then the class, yeah, is related with this language laboratory. If you have a good, the best score in class, and then in this lab you have the best score, of course, the final score will be A, yeah, the best one, something like that. Okay, I think just a simple explanation about our subject study, about our uh, reporting about language laboratory here. I think that you can understand my explanation. Then yeah, Posni will stop the screen, and then the next, yeah, session, yeah, about the question and answer. Okay, from my explanation, is there any question? Oke, silahkan ya dalam bentuk pertanyaan. Apakah ada yang ditanyakan? Halo?